gonna do our vlog a little bit differently. She's listening to music. So sorry about the phone making music. She loves music and it's occupying her right now. So let's try to turn it down a little bit. Can we turn it down some? There you go. I'm going to pretty much talk about the creative process for me, what that looks like. And last week you all know that we did the family photo shoot, which we're still waiting to get photos. We go see them tomorrow and I'm so excited. Can't wait to see them. I hope they turned out beautifully. So I want to talk about this whole decor process, and today I'm going to go get some paint. Actually, I already think I know what color I want to use, and I think I want to use the color that's on her dresser right now, which is this color right here. The color I think I'm going to go with, which is like a turquoise teal color. To me, all the same thing. Some people want to be technical and say teal, turquoise, aqua, all of them are in the same family. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with that. This dresser right here, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. So we got this from Let Go. One of the reasons that I decided to do something like this instead of buying something that was more modern is because I personally feel that things that have, you know, lots of character and quality tend to come from back in the day. So to me, like, they used to make things with more durability, you know, that were more durable and that last a lot longer. Now I feel like things are kind of just like, make it quick, get it out in the store, sell it, and then you get it home and then it falls apart. So I figured that if I wanted to have something that, you know, my daughter can use for a long time, I figured make a smart investment and get something that I know that was quality. So I got this from someone for about $75 on Let Go and repainted it. Kenny did the white paint and I did the gold. And also we found these adorable, beautiful knobs at Home Depot that went perfectly with the pop of color inside the dresser, as you can see. So this is painted gold, and then this is turquoise teal color, and then the rest of the dresser is painted white. We did that ourselves, and to me personally, I think that it looks great. You know, it can be used for a lot of things, so I just feel like she can always go from room to room with it. As long as we don't plan on doing anything that's like totally modern, we'll be fine. So, and even then, you know, you can always repaint it and change the look of it. So this is what's working for us right now, and I wanted to share that DIY with you. So if you want, you can always go on like Let Go or OfferUp or whatever those little sites. Just as a tip to anybody who want to, you know, do something different and not break the bank over buying your kids a dresser that they're probably going to be flipping off of anyway. Go somewhere like that and just revamp it, you know, make something else of it. This would look, you know, just as pretty in pink or any other color, purples, whatever, but put your own touches to it, like how we did with the knobs. So yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to paint the walls that color, and once I do that, then I'll get started with all the rest of the stuff. I already pretty much know everything I plan on doing for her room. So that's that. Alright, so I'm finally going to get these balloons out of here. Pop all of these balloons. I had to throw them into her room just to get them out of the living space. But I did want to talk about how I did what the arch for the photos and what inspired it. So it pretty much was some balloon collage that I seen online that I really loved. And it was really pretty, so I figured that I'll do it my own way. And they had all of these instructions about using chicken wire and all this other stuff, and I was just not feeling it. So yeah, you know exactly why you're yelling, because she is sitting here ripping paper out of this book. Okay, so I used tape, this kind of like heavy duty packing tape, and all I did was did a checkered kind of pattern with it. Kenny and I did it. I did it once, and then it was kind of I was kind of getting discouraged, so then I went back and did it again because I started getting frustrated. But it was like me and Kenny pumped both, all 3 sizes of the balloon. So just sticking the balloons onto tape. That's it. I wish I kind of would have recorded when I did it, but it was too much to be. I was just so worried about getting it done. I didn't have time. And then I put flowers also to fill in any spots that looked spacey. I filled that in with little tassels here. So you can see how it's nothing but balloons attached to tape on the wall. Don't need to get chicken wire. Don't need to get technical. Just keep it simple. And then this little cute little streamer that we put in between too. This that comes from the dollar store, like sticking pieces of this in between near the flowers to fill everything in, and it just came out beautifully. Most of the time, to be honest, what inspired me is my environment. So whatever I'm around at the time typically will inspire whatever it is that I'm doing. Like for instance, I love to be in nature spaces like gardens and being around beautiful architecture, beautiful homes and buildings, and stuff that has like this kind of royal kind of feel about it. I don't know, those things inspire me. So that's why you saw things like, oops, sorry baby. That's why you see things like this around, because these are the type of things that remind me of that. And like this lampshade that I actually repainted myself, because this actually was pink and I repainted it this color because I'm not really a fan of pink. So I decided to repaint it. I don't love the outcome, but I think that it's pretty good for me to kind of freehand and do this myself, because I don't know. And then I started to observe and notice how they actually made this lampshade, and it kind of inspired me to start making some myself. So little things, you know, can inspire anyone, and that's if you choose to look at things creatively. So that's what inspired me. Like for example, I was watching Barbershop, the new one that came out in 2016, and I was watching that, and then before it came on, it was a lion or a cheetah or something. It was some big cat, and the screen zoomed up on his eye, and it was just like his eye in the screen. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Sometimes before movies come on, they have this type of production thing that pops up. And at the time, I was trying to think of something for my clothing line, for my collection for like Valentine's Day time. And I started thinking, oh, Heart of a Lion. Like I just started wanting to think of an animal or a big cat, mixing that with Valentine's Day. Sounds super weird, I don't know. But the reality is little things like that kind of inspire my work or inspire the things I do. So like I said, unless you choose to tune into your creativity, you'll just see things as they seem to be and not really for what they could be. So this is the fabric that I found just by, I'm just showing you how things come about, the birth of them. So this is what I found just by watching a movie. I was just like, oh, okay, that might be a good idea. And I thought of Kid Cudi's song, Heart of a Lion, and I was like, oh, that is what I need. So, and you think of hearts, you think of Valentine's Day anyway. So that's what pretty much what inspired that whole thing. Okay. All right. So another example of how the creative process works for me is gathering up ideas. Like for example, a lot of people like to go on Pinterest and Tumblr and all these sites to get inspired by something. My flower is gone. Oh my goodness. So they do, you know, you do that to get inspired, which, you know, like I said before, it's good to go search for inspiration first and then execute. But one of the things that I noticed about myself that I can give as a piece of advice for other people who are trying to get inspired creatively is finding multiple things that you like, bringing them together to create something new. Don't just take things, and I'm not gonna say don't, but I would suggest taking the things that you like, that catches your eye, because obviously if it catches your eye, it's something about that attracted the two of you together. So take whatever and a couple other ideas, merge them, and then create something exciting or beautiful that you love, not that other people love, but that you love. For example, another example is this little look that I have going on right here. As you can see, this skirt is so gingham. I apologize about my floor. You can see I'm like holding the camera in a weird way. There we go. You can see me better. Yep, so I figured combining the two of these would work. It just, like I said, my eyes was just like, oh, that's working. So let's do it. And I did it. So it's worth taking a risk sometimes, or just trying stuff on that you wouldn't think you would typically wear, or colors that wouldn't typically match, and just put them together. Because sometimes, you know, it just makes the simple things make a world of a difference. Like, do some things that, you know, will bring you out of your comfort zone every now and then. All right, so peace. See you guys next time. Bye.